Hi there, it's Carl Wild here from CJW Realty and just coming to you from Busselton in February 2024. Being in the real estate sector, I do read a lot of economic reports and data just to keep me abreast of trends that are happening in our housing industry and our real estate sector. So some interesting ones came out this week, which goes on to the supply and demand side of the equation, which is why we're seeing an undersupply of housing. But yeah, the wage growth over the last 20-year period apparently is the lowest it's been in over 100 years versus the house price index. It's the lowest in 130 years, meaning that the average wage is across Australia now around about 10 to 15% of the house price. So housing affordability and therefore household disposable income is way down. So I always get back to my barometer of what's happening in our real estate sector in terms of, okay, is it a tight supply, or is there an oversupply affecting that supply and demand equation? Days on market is a big one, and even in the southwest here, I'm still seeing days on market for your median house under 2 weeks. Across Australia though, the total listings annual last year was down 32% off the average, but the population requiring housing, a roof over their heads, over the last 5 years has gone up 21%. So there's a massive disparity there, and therefore creating a housing shortfall, a listing shortfall, and there's some trends from that as well. People are therefore more reluctant to sell, especially owner-occupiers, because they feel there might not be somewhere for them to go onto the other side. So they can't move if there's no house to purchase on the other side. So what can you do as a buyer? Well, there's a few things you can do. The first one is just to get onto as many real estate databases as you can. Don't just rely on the big websites like Domain and realestate.com. A lot of the agents are posting their listings to their database prior, so you want to be the early bird that gets the worm. Secondly, if you are an owner-occupier and you are deciding that you want to upsize or downsize and you want to sell but worried about finding something on the other side, then talk to your agent about some of those creative extensions of contracts that you can do to buy yourself some time to find the ultimate house on the other side of your move. So there's a few things there that I'm just briefly covering those two things, but there is a number of other things you can do if you'd like to give myself or one of the sales staff in the office a call just to discuss further. So just a bit of a commentary there, some ideas floating around, but I wish you all the best for 2024. Hope things are going well, and remember, Carl Wild, CJW Realty, and see us if you need to sell.